Pakistan's military courts have sentenced 25 civilians to prison terms of 2 to 10 years for attacking military sites during the May 9, 2023 riots, which erupted after former PM Imran Khan's arrest. Key convictions include sentences for individuals involved in the Jinnah House, GHQ, and PAF base Mianwali attacks. The ISPR emphasized the significance of these verdicts, while Army Wing said that accountability for the masterminds behind the violence. In other news, the Foreign Office dismissed concerns raised by a US official over Pakistan's missile capabilities, calling them unfounded and lacking any sense of history or rationality. This response comes after the United States announced additional sanctions on Wednesday. These sanctions target 4 entities accused of contributing to Pakistan's ballistic missile program. Meanwhile, Yepa, a soldier, was martyred, and 4 terrorists were killed in an exchange of fire near the Pakistan-Afghanistan border in Khyber district. The ISPR reported the clash occurred on December 19 to 20, identifying the attackers as Khawarij. Security forces thwarted the infiltration attempt, while martyr Sepoy Amir Sohail Afridi was hailed for his bravery. Rising attacks, primarily by the TTP, have resulted in over 1,500 terrorism incidents this year. Lastly, the Pakistan Stock Exchange briefly rebounded on Friday, with the KSE 100 index surging nearly 3,000 points after significant losses. Despite closing 1,914 points higher, investor concerns persist over interest rate cuts and legislative changes targeting non-filers. Analysts term the correction as a healthy adjustment amid rising inflation concerns. At least 21 Palestinians have been killed and 61 injured in Israeli strikes on Gaza in the past 24 hours, the Gaza Health Ministry reports. UNICEF has warned that Gaza's children face dire conditions, with 96% of women and children unable to meet basic nutritional needs. Since October 7, Israel's war on Gaza has killed over 45,227 Palestinians, including 17,000 children, with 11,000 believed trapped under rubble. Israel confirmed a missile fired from Yemen struck the Tel Aviv area after air defense systems failed to intercept it. Yemen's Houthi rebels claimed responsibility. The Israeli military is investigating the incident and implementing preliminary lessons. The Lebanese army is clearing unexploded ordnance in areas impacted by recent Israeli aggression, including the Bekaa Valley and southern Lebanon, as Israeli forces withdraw under the late November ceasefire. Meanwhile, Irish President Michael D. Higgins condemned global inaction on Gaza's humanitarian crisis in his final Christmas address, calling the region a crucible of suffering with severe civilian casualties. His remarks follow a diplomatic rift between Ireland and Israel over Ireland's support for Palestinians. Lastly, the UN's rapporteur on Palestinian human rights called Sweden's decision to halt funding to UNRWA shameful, highlighting escalating challenges for displaced Palestinians. Stay tuned for more updates.